last huddle, just some prayer before the teams take the court. Their manager is Roxanne Long for the Hummingbirds. Assistant coach for the Hummingbirds is Kerry-Ann Brown. She's also the assistant for the male netball team. So that's Tracy and Griffiths there, and to her left, right of screen is Bethune Morgan. They're going to be the umpires. So this game, Terrence Peart will be the reserve umpire. He was the umpire on the first game just now. So the team's coming on court now. Amanda Pinkney, as we said at the start, she's a goal shooter. And Amanda is actually in her preferred position at goal shooter. When she plays with Spence, she plays at goal attack, which is not her preferred position. Tafia Hunter, another Sunshine Girls squad member. Quania Walker, another Sunshine Girls squad member. So that's 3 on the trot for the Orchids team. So Anna K. Richards is the wing defense, so there's a slight change. The match card had Cheyenne Clark at wing defense. I'm seeing a change here. The wing defense for the Orchids is actually Anna K. Richards. So the team having a laugh because they said the coach is Miss Josephs. It's actually Rashid Joseph, so it's of course a male. Correction. And the Hummingbirds will come on court now. Again, these two teams are sitting at the bottom of the table as at now. That should change tonight. The Sharps are sitting at third on the table. They have already played 5 matches. Both the Hummingbirds and the Orchids would have played 3. They also have a better goal average to the Sharps team, so any one of these teams who wins this encounter tonight will move over the Orchids team, over the Sharps team, and they'd still have a game in hand. Good to see Cornelia Walters back on court. She had an injury recently with her shoulder, just falling out of position 2 weeks ago in one of the games. So it's good to see her back in the lineup. She's at goal defense. Goalkeeper Teresa Beckford on the Hummingbirds team is also a Sunshine Girls squad member. The national anthem being played. So we're all set. Umpires just about to take the court. Ball delivered to the center of the Orchids team. Here we go. Center pass taken by the Orchids team. Goal attack, Tafia Hunter. Plays actually mid-court when she's in the Sunshine Girls squad. Nice take there from Cornelia Walters. And the Hummingbirds race through court. Simone Gordon is the goal shooter for the Hummingbirds team. Hell ball call here. Kestina Sturridge is also a squad member for the Sunshine Girls. Kestina Sturridge at goal attack would have played in the 2017 Under 21 World Youth Cup, as well as the goal shooter Simone Gordon. Simone Gordon actually played 2013 and 2017, so she would have had 2 bites at the Under 21 cherry. Would have been Simone Gordon. The center here, Blackstock, was also in that 2017 Under 21 World Cup. So it's good to see them back on court and still playing. Of course, there's now a gap with the Under 21 program because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So no 21 tournament in 2019. All right, easy one there for Simone Gordon. So it's 2-all easy for both teams. Both Beckford, who is at goalkeeper, and Amanda Pinkney were part of last year's Fast 5 team for Jamaica. Myself and Nicole Aiken-Pinnock were the coaches down in New Zealand. Khadija Williams, Sunshine Girl, World Cup bronze medalist from 2023, and the Commonwealth Games silver medalist in 2022 for Jamaica. Is at wing attack for the Hummingbirds team. Good contest there from the goalkeeper. Remember last week she had to come off the court for an injury. Quania Walker also had to come off court, and both ladies are heavily strapped. I guess it's the after effect of the injuries that they sustained last weekend. Good vision, risky but good vision. She looked over the mess that was in the middle and she found the goal attack free. Not sure why Amanda chose to take that pass. I would have thought she would have left it for Tafia to take the pass, and then she would have lined up for or positioned herself for that pass to closer to the pole. Of course, Khadija Williams, very good wing attack, change of direction. A lot of that will happen, and very good, very reliable passer. Good shot from Sturridge. Of course, Khadija using all the experience just to tell Sturridge to come back to the top for that pass just now. Good take by Blackstock. Should be a held ball call. Yes, it is. You can see her beckoning that the players need to come towards her for the ball. Of course, these two will know each other's game well. They train a lot together, being a part of the Sunshine Girls squad, and they were also part of the team that won gold at the CAC games last year in Guadeloupe. So too was this lady, Simone Gordon. Early injury there for Khadija Williams. Seems as though there's an injury to Khadija Williams, and so we have an early substitution here for the Hummingbirds team. Jamila Tullo is now on at wing attack. And a shot there from Amanda Pinkney. So it's going to be a physical encounter, especially down this shooting end. Easy rebound for Vangelie Williams. Good weight from Kwanya Walker. She finds Amanda Pinkney under the hoop and she scores. So it's 6-6. Seems as though this game will go the distance. Both teams, as I said, are desperate for a win. And picking up the voice of Rashid Joseph, the coach of the Orchids team. Good pass over from Maitland to Gordon. Gordon misses, but she gathers her rebound outside the circle. Blackstock. Of course, this combination, as I said up front, Blackstock go at center, goal attack, Sturridge, and goal shooter Simone Gordon would have played together in 2017 for the World Youth Cup, the Under 21 tournament. So there should be some synergy here. So it's 7-all. Both teams holding serve. Easy first phase, good connection here, and a nice pass to finish. Let's see if the goal goes. Yes, And so it's 8-all. Again, both teams are converting their center passes, which is what you want to see. You want to see teams doing good at retaining the ball. Of course, what we'll ask for next is just some defense to spoil it, but you want teams to be taking their ball center passes to goal. Good vision there. And a pass over. With a grimace from Simone Gordon. Not sure what is happening with her. Hopefully she's fine. Good rebound from Pinckney. Contact there from the goal defense. That's a replay ball. She lost possession when she went on the ground, and so Tracy and Griffiths, the umpire there, saw it and called the replay ball on Pinckney. Good transition here from the Hummingbirds. I think we'll have a break of serve here. Yep, center pass to follow for the Hummingbirds. Advantage obstruction here on that shot. So it's now a 2-goal lead for the Hummingbirds team. The Orchids will need to ensure that they score on this one. That signal means it's time for power play. Rebound here for the Orchids team, for the Hummingbirds, I beg your pardon, and they're moving through court. Good early effort from Walters. Good vision. Simone Gordon going for the 2. Good defense here from the Hummingbirds team again. Cornelia Walters pushing her team through court. Contact call just outside the circle. Going to be a 2-point effort here from Sturridge. Let's see. Miss, rebound. They're going to go for the 1 this time. Miss again. Good rebound from the Orchids team. And they're pushing through court. Amanda's going to go for the 3-point effort. And she scores. So that's the first 3 of the night. Amanda Pinckney, of course, would have done some of those in the Fast 5 competition in 2022. She was again at Fast 5 last year, but never had the same firepower that she had in 2022. And a 2-point answer from Sturridge. So it's a shootout now just to end this first quarter, which is good. Of course, fans love to see that. Makes the game exciting. A loose pass here. That's contact on the arm. So it's going to be a free shot for the Hummingbirds team. Again, in the 2-point zone is where they're going. Rejection on that shot from Danielle Johnson, and she gets possession. So that was well played by Danielle Johnson. Amanda is going to go for another 3-point effort, and she scores. So that's another 3 for Amanda Pinckney. And the stands are enjoying what's happening here. So 2 3-pointers for Amanda. And the game is exciting. What a start to this encounter. So the stadium announcer saying the game is on fire. There are 2 threes by Amanda to finish that first quarter. The scores are 15-13. The Orchids are leading 15-13. Of course, the long-range effort from Amanda Pinckney, a part of the reason, or is the reason they're up by 2 goals to end this first quarter. Here are the highlights from the first quarter of play in this encounter. Again, both teams need the win tonight. That was Tafia Hunter to start. Since then, she's pretty much becoming just a feeder. So some good defensive plays from both teams. I like the start. Not a lot of balls were being thrown out of bounds or being thrown carelessly. Both teams were clinical for the most part. Once it got to the power play period, of course, a lot of risks being taken, and so whenever that happens, you find that there are more turnovers. But pretty solid from both teams to start this encounter. Good shot from Sturridge. Alright, so we're going to take a break. It's 13-15. The Orchids are just ahead, courtesy of those 3-pointers from Pinckney. We'll be right back.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor. The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor.
Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yo, the thing mad, beer vibes they enough. Full of stripe and a general, yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorry start bust. The man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor. Big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yo, the thing mad, beer vibes they enough. Full of stripe and a general, yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorry start bust. The man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor.
The Mercury is rising in the FIH Pro League. Argentina leads the men's standings with host the Netherlands hot on their heels. These two switch things around in the women's competition, but the contest is just as fierce. Watch the league's final leg on Saturday, June 22 to the culmination of an exhilarating season on Sunday, June 30 on SportsMax 2 and SportsMax Plus on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar. Racing at its most exquisite.
Add a stripe of flavor.
Welcome back to the National Indoor Sports Centre. It's the Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League. And today's matchup, or this evening's second game matchup, is the Kingston Hummingbirds versus the St. Anne Orchids. Already in play here in the second quarter. The score reads 13 to the Hummingbirds, 16 to the St. Anne Orchids. Of course, Amanda Pinckney finishing that first quarter with a flourish, scoring 2 3-pointers. And so the Orchids are ahead. Cheyenne Clark, who should have started, is now on at wing defense for the Orchids team. Current squad member for the Sunshine Girls. Khadijah Williams started at wing attack, but she's off. Had an injury to her finger, not sure how serious that is. Hopefully it's not too bad, and she will be able to take the court again today. So it's 17 to 14. Orchids still holding on to their lead. Good job there from the Orchids goal shooter Amanda Pinckney, and the score is now 18 to 15 in the second quarter. You get the sense that we have lost some of the steam from the first quarter. Let's see if the teams are able to build back that momentum. Sounds like the manager, Michelle White, calling for patience from her team. Good pass over. Easy effort there from the Orchids team. So it's goal for goal, similar to how the first quarter started. Both teams scoring on their center passes. Contact there against goal defense Vangelie Williams, former Sunshine Girl. Offside call. Ball goes to the Orchids. Good swing ball. Amanda's drive took the attention of both defenders, and Tafia Hunter was all alone on the back, but the players missed it. They got another chance though, and they score. So it's 20 to 16. Take from Quania Walker. So too easy here. This should be an easy one for Amanda here. Yep, it is. And it's 21-16. 21-16 for the Orchids team over the Hummingbirds. Good take there from Danielle Johnson. Not sure her pass was a good pass, but credit to the defender. She used her feet well and got in possession for that intercept. Seems to be. So she's off. New goal attack on. Goal attack now is Samantha White for the Orchids team. Good take from Pinckney. So it's 23-16. Khadijah Williams with bandage on her hand, and she's back on court. So the Orchids lose a player, the Hummingbirds regain the player. Score here, 24-16. The Orchids not waiting. A replay action there. Mishandle there from Williams. Alright, so it's 25-16, so it's not. A timeout being called. I think it's the Hummingbirds who called the timeout. The score just getting away from them. And so it's a tactical timeout that was called. Coaches are able to speak to the teams during this timeout. Of course, this doesn't happen in the international game, but we've modified. Just seen a change from the Hummingbirds. The goal attack now is Odisha Johnson. Kestina Sturridge benched. Some of the patrons here this evening. So we're backing play here. That's going to be short. Good outside arm from Daniel Johnson. So Tafia Hunter is back on. Good to see her back on court. Seems as though it wasn't too serious. That's good. Odisha Johnson here, also a range shooter, so look out for her once it gets to the 2-point to the power point period. So it's 26-17, Odisha Johnson's first goal. Contact call against the wing defense, Cheyenne Clark. Good pass there from Khadijah Williams. There's Hunter back on court. Contest there from Beckford on Amanda Pinckney. So it's now 27-17. It's a 10-goal lead for the St. Anne Orchids team over the Hummingbirds. Again, both teams are desperate for this win, sitting at the bottom of the table. Both teams, a win for either of the two teams puts them up to third position and a place within the top four as at now. So the Hummingbirds winning, if the Hummingbirds win today, it could take them as high as number 2. If the Orchids win, takes them as high as number 3. All right, center pass for the Orchids team. And just like that, we're already a 12-goal lead here for the Orchids. Make that 13, so it's 30-17, a 13-goal lead here for the St. Anne Orchids. Early from the wing attack for the Hummingbirds team. Another turnover. And that's good from Cornelia Walters, the goal defense from the Hummingbirds team. Let's see if her team takes it to goal. She's a range shooter, Odisha Johnson. It's going to be interesting once it gets to the power play period, if she's still on court. A late challenge there from Beckford. And she's out of play. Good contesting there from Hunter. Johnson's just there to clean up on that miscatch or mishandle from Vangelie Williams. Another mishandle from the Hummingbirds team, from the Orchids team, sorry. So a throw in here for the Hummingbirds. 31-18, that's a 13-goal lead for the Orchids team. Good shot from Simone Gordon there. That's on minutes time for power play, and just like that, it's a contact against Amanda Pinckney. She's in the 2-point area, and that's a goal for her. So that's 2 points to the Orchids team. Amanda Pinckney continues on her fine shooting form in the power play period. Already scored 2 threes in the first quarter, and that's her first 2 in this second quarter. Adisha Johnson, I told you she's a range shooter. She's going to make an attempt for that 3-point play. Gordon being whistled for out of court. She wasn't grounded when she made an attempt on that rebound. She wasn't grounded on court, that is. So they're taking the one on this one. Center pass to follow, so that's not a bad thing to take the one on that one. They could choose to try the 2 on this one. This is their possession. And she gets it in that sweet spot. And she scores. So it's now 36-19. Amanda Pinckney pressing on here. The Orchids team putting on the afterburners. An answer from Odisha Johnson. So it's 20-36. 21, I'm sorry. The score, the court side says 21. A good shot there from Tafia Hunter, and it's now 21-37. Less than a minute to play in this second quarter. The Hummingbirds have a task on hand. A 3-point attempt missed by Odisha Johnson. She's not playing defense, she's walking back. A good spoil there from the defenders from the Hummingbirds. Free pass coming through. Timeout sounds as like there's a timeout from the Orchids team. Clock is almost out. So it's the Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League again. We're live from the National Indoor Sports Center. Seems to be an injury on Amanda Pinckney. We're live on SportsMax YouTube channel. We're also live on Scene TV's YouTube channel. Competition sponsored by Red Stripe Flavors, SportsMax and Powerade. Amanda will go to the bench, seems to have some discomfort with her finger, and will go to see the physio. Samantha White comes back on at goal shooter. Not a lot of time left in this second quarter. And there goes the sound for the end of the second quarter. So it's 37 to the St. Anne Orchids, 21 to the Hummingbirds. That's a 16-goal difference. It's all to play for both teams. It's going to be a steep task for the Hummingbirds, but we're playing a game where they are allowed to score from 2 and 3 point zones, so anything is still possible. Highlights here from the first half of play. That was Tafia Hunter taking a shot at goal. This was Christina Sturridge. She was on court but was substituted in that second quarter. Odisha Johnson came on. Simone Gordon being that focal point in the shooting circle for the Kingston Hummingbirds. Amanda Pinckney, this is the first of her 3-point effort. Easy one there. So the Hummingbirds team, the Orchids team, stepping on the gas in that second quarter to take the score away from the far away from the Hummingbirds team. As I said, a win for either team is going to be crucial to tonight. Still have 4 teams contesting for 3 spots, with the Spurs having already secured their place in the semifinals, having won all 5 games on the trot. Alright, we're going to take a break and come right back for more.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors, add a stripe of flavor.
Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow the thing mad, beer vibes they enough. Full of stripe and a general, yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach from the scene, every sorrel start bust. Them man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor.
It's right here and now. Everyone pushing towards the same goal. Now is when we need much more than 11 players. Together, proving that pressure makes us stronger. All for one and one for all. There's no other way to achieve greatness because there are no little teams or miracles here. It's right here and now with our last breath when we all come together to make this the biggest effort of all. Now the end is here. Bring out all your inner power. The power of all, the power of our football.
The prestigious Irish Derby is here again. The most anticipated races, breathtaking atmosphere, and a gripping display of style and elegance. Watch on SportsMax and SportsMax Racing for top-class competitors vying for dominance at the splendid Curragh racetrack. The Dubai duty-free Irish Derby promises unparalleled excitement and drama, making June 30 at 8 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 7 a.m. in Jamaica, a highlight of the racing calendar.
Textbook free kick from Stuart Armstrong.
This season, it's all about the celebration, the laughter, the fight, and of course, the game. Watch English Football Championship, League One, and League Two on your home of champions. Catch every game. Watch on the SportsMax app.
Royal Ascot is our Olympics. It's 5 days of the best we can offer.
Immerse yourself in a truly British summer. Experience the splendor of the occasion. There is no event like it on the calendar. Racing at its most exquisite. The best thoroughbreds, the best in atmosphere. Royal Ascot, live from Friday the 18th of June to Saturday the 22nd, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 7:30 in Jamaica. On SportsMax and SportsMax Racing on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today.
Round 11 action in the ANZ Premiership continues on your home of champions. Steel and Tactics clash on Friday. The action gets going 11 p.m, 12 a.m. ECT on SportsMax and SportsMax Plus on the app. ANZ Premiership excitement on the weekend. Pulse takes on Stars in round 11 action. The pulsating fixture goes live Saturday, June 22, 11 p.m, 12 a.m. ECT on SportsMax, SportsMax Plus, and on the app. It's sunny and hot on the subcontinent as the battle rages on. The Proteas women can handle a little heat, but can they tolerate the women in blue? Women's T20 series. India throw down the gauntlet to the visiting South Africa on SportsMax and SportsMax Cricket on the app. July 5th to 9th at 9:30 a.m. in the Eastern Caribbean, 8:30 in Jamaica. Catch the buzz. Stream on the SportsMax app.
Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow the thing mad, beer vibes there you know. Full of stripe and a general, yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach from the scene, every sorrel start bust. Them man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. And that stripe a flavor.
Germany welcomes world number 1 Iga Swiatek for the WTA's Berlin Ladies Open. Watch the tournament's 4th edition from June 17th to 23rd. Live action on your home of champions. Don't miss out. Watch on the SportsMax app.
The Mercury is rising in the FIH Pro League. Argentina leads the men's standings with host the Netherlands hot on their heels. These two switch things around in the women's competition, but the contest is just as fierce. Watch the league's final leg on Saturday, June 22 to the culmination of an exhilarating season on Sunday, June 30 on SportsMax 2 and SportsMax Plus on the app. Elevate your viewing. Download the SportsMax app today. Are you ready to take your sports experience to the next level? Look no further than the SportsMax app. With SportsMax, you'll get access to exclusive content, including live games, original series, and in-depth analysis from top experts. From football to cricket to tennis, we've got you covered with up-to-the-minute news, scores, and highlights. And with our app, you get exclusive access to interviews with the biggest names in sports. Personalize your feed with your favorite teams and players. And compete with friends and other fans in fantasy sports. And show off your skills. Predict the outcome of games and win exciting prizes. Will you be the next champion? So, why wait? Download the SportsMax app now and experience the ultimate sports coverage. SportsMax, where champions are made.
Do you want to share your ultimate sports experience with the family? Introducing SportsMax app's Cast the TV feature. Now you can stream your favorite sports to the big screen. Imagine the excitement of watching live sports with your friends and family on the biggest screen in the house. With the SportsMax app's Cast the TV, you can enjoy live sports matches, highlights, and engaging analysis. Don't miss out on the action. Download the SportsMax app now and cast your TV for the ultimate sports experience.
Beautiful shot. Sweetly timed.
The highly anticipated
Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor. The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you.
All right, welcome back to the National Indoor Sports Centre. It is the Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League, and we're live on SportsMax YouTube channel as well as Scene TV YouTube channel. We're here in third quarter action. It's the St. Anne Orchids versus the Kingston Hummingbirds. Scores are 21 to the Hummingbirds and 37 to the Orchids. The Orchids outclassing the Hummingbirds in that second quarter, and they're up by 16 goals. Possession with the Orchids here as well. Easy one over to Hunter, who scores. So this is a big change from the Hummingbirds team. New goal shooter on, and we're seeing where Walters is now at center. That was a goal defense. I thought she was doing pretty good for the Hummingbirds at goal defense. Let's see if she's able to do the same at the center position. Daniel Masters is the goal shooter on now for the Hummingbirds team. Contact here. Malaisha Kelly, new goalkeeper on for the Hummingbirds team. All right, Teresa Beckford now out at goal defense. That's her preferred position. Adisha Johnson still on that goal attack. Reset here from Khadijah Williams. A shot there from Adisha Johnson. So it's 23-38 centre pass to follow for the Hummingbirds team. Let's see if the Birds are able to score two in a row. A nice save there from Khadijah Williams. Masters will take a shot. She misses. Strong rebound there from Vangelie Williams. course, the players looking for a replay call there against the wing defense. Nice handing from Kelly. Of course, Kelly is a former Sunshine Girls captain. A good clean shot from Tafia Hunter. So it's now 40-23. Now open up to a 17-goal lead. Center pass to the Hummingbirds. Obstruction call. Wing defense is out of play. Umpire is showing her what was wrong. He's saying that she did arms before she found the distance. A stepping call on Daniel Johnson. Good intercept, but a stepping call gives back possession to the Hummingbirds. Not for long though. Ball is now back with the Orchids team. Khadijah Williams getting a deflection on, so it's just need to steady now. The teams need to regain some composure. The game has lost its structure in terms of the teams being efficient. So it's a throwing now to the Hummingbirds team to be taken by Malisha Kelly. She finds Teresa Beckford. Beckford to Walters. Walters back to Beckford and then to Williams. Late contest there from Vangelie Williams. Strong take from Masters. She misses again. Rebound to Johnson, who takes a shot. Daniel Johnson will stand out of play. So it's Odisha Johnson at goal attack for the Hummingbirds and Daniel Johnson at goalkeeper for the Orchids. Odisha Johnson now being subbed. Sturridge comes back on. So it's 40-24, so still a 16-goal difference. Position still with the Hummingbirds team for a throw-in. Obstruction call against the goalkeeper Daniel Johnson. Sturridge cleans up. Not seeing Orchids center Kimberly Thomas in the team's lineup today. Not sure why she's not there. A missed effort and a contact call, so the ball is back to the Hummingbirds. Hummingbirds trying to make a push in this quarter. Daniel Masters just running and Khadijah Williams asking her to turn. So some momentum with the Hummingbirds team, but not getting the goals for the momentum at all. So a score there, 41-25. So the 16-goal buffer stays in place. The Orchids keep that intact. Goal difference is also critical for both teams. Orchids currently sitting on a negative goal difference. So it's 25-42. 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. A new shooter on for the Hummingbirds team. A step back shot here from Sturridge. New goal shooter on. And she scores. Throw in here for the Hummingbirds. Let's see if they're able to take this one home. A goal here would be critical. Late contest from Cheyenne Clark. So it's a penalty pass for the Hummingbirds team. Teresa Beckford with possession of the ball. She finds Williams. Easy shot there from Sturridge. Center pass to follow. Yeah, I thought she landed outside before the contact came. It's a good call from the umpire, Bethune Morgan. It's a nervous shot from the goal shooter. All right, timeout held. Ball just rolling onto court 2. So time is held for the ball to be retrieved. This is an umpire's timeout just for the ball to be retrieved. So it's 27-43. Last opportunity there for the Hummingbirds. Center pass back to the Orchids team. And they're going to be putting 2 on the board easily. Nope, missed effort, but she rebounds her own shot. So it's 27-44. We're getting close to the power play period for this third quarter. It's the Powerade power play period that's coming up next. Again, the goals in that period are from air zones 1, 2, and 3. We've already seen 2 3-pointers in this game from Amanda Pinckney. Amanda misses an easy 2. Two-point effort off target there from Sturridge, throw into the Orchids team. So that's 28-44. Orchids still maintaining that no marking here from the Hummingbirds at all. Orchids still maintaining that 16-goal lead. Of course, both teams are former champions of this league. Hummingbirds having won twice, the Orchids once. Umpire missed the obstruction against the center on this side. All right, less than a minute to play in this encounter. 2-point effort from Sturridge. Again, I think the umpire is missing the obstruction that's happening on the top of the circle from the centers. Of course, with this version of the game, the centers are able, the players outside the circle are able to play defense over the shot. But I think he missed 2 obstructions just now. Quick substitution here for the goal shooter. Odisha Johnson is back on in the goal shooter position. I'm thinking she's there for the long range effort. And another 2 by Amanda Pinckney, so it's 2 more to the Orchids team. So it's an obstruction right on the whistle. Let's see if Johnson is able to score this 3-pointer. I was halfway down. So it's 46-28 at the end of the third quarter. It's an 18-goal lead now for the Orchids team, so they're adding to their 16-goal lead that they had at the end of the first half. Highlights here from the action so far. Again, both teams, this win is critical. They're at the bottom of the table. They sit in positions 4 and 5, respectively, Hummingbirds and the Orchids. Win for the Hummingbirds, for the Orchids team rather, will bring them to 3rd, just above the Sharps team. And we're looking at the highlights here from the play. Amanda Pinckney comfortably in that goal shooter position. As I said before, not seeing Sabrina Spence in the lineup today. Not sure what's happening there. Also not seeing Kimberly Thomas. But that's not hindering them. They're still pressing on and are leading by 18 goals. It's going to be a mountainous task for the Hummingbirds to come back in this one. So Amanda Pinkney take a shot. We're going to take another break here. Come back with last quarter action.
The Red Stripe Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor.
Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yo, the thing mad, beer vibes they enough. Full of stripe and a general, yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach from the scene, every sorry start bust. Lemon is a must, yeah. Big up and just. Flavors in a the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor.
It's right here and now. Everyone pushing towards the same goal. Now is when we need much more than 11 players. Together, proving that pressure makes us stronger. All for one and one for all. There's no other way to achieve greatness, because there are no little teams or miracles here. It's right here and now, with our last breath, when we all come together to make this the biggest.
Flavors Netball Jamaica Elite League on SportsMax, brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor.
Welcome back to the National Indoor Sports Centre. It's the Netball Jamaica Elite League, sponsored by Red Stripe Flavors and SportsMax along with Powerade. Today's final game is seeing the bottom place teams, the Hummingbirds, facing the St. Anne Orchids. Both teams desperate for a win in this competition. As I said before, there are 4 teams fighting for 3 spaces. The Spurs already secured their space in the semifinals, so 4 teams are still fighting for positions 2, 3, and 4. Score is again 46-28, so it's an 18-goal lead for the Orchids team. Hummingbirds will have to dig deep in their reserves to pull this one back. Also, goals are going to be critical for both teams, especially for the Orchids team, who are currently sitting on a negative goal difference. Simone Gordon back on. Let's see if that break gave her any boost up. She gets the first one in. Center pass to the Hummingbirds. Good try, good effort from the center for the Orchids team. Hummingbirds moving down. Daniel Johnson barely missing that one, and Simone Gordon scores again. So 2 early goals here for the Hummingbirds team. Damage control, I guess. Let's see if they're able to continue throughout the quarter. Coach Rashid Joseph asking for patience from his Hummingbirds team. We have Shanice Beckford, who is tuning in live from Australia, tuning into the coverage. Shout out to the Sunshine Girls who are playing in that Suncorp Super League in Australia. It's morning time in Australia now. We have 8 girls playing in the Suncorp Super League in Australia, and 1 in the Suncorp Super League, in Australia, and 1 in England. So at the moment, Jamaica with 9 overseas-based players. Good shot there. So the Hummingbirds seem to be putting up a little resistance here in this 4th quarter. Again, we're live on SportsMax YouTube channel. We're also live on CN TV YouTube channel. We'll be live for all the games on Fridays leading up to the grand finals. So it's 47-32. Next week, Friday, again, we start at 6 p.m. At that time, the St. James Sharps will play the St. Andrew Shiners, that's the under-21 squad. And the second game will be the Orchids versus the Racers. So big games for next week, Friday as well. Very important. That's early entry from the wing defense for the Hummingbirds team. And so a free pass for the Orchids coming up at the transverse line. A straight lead from Khadijah Williams. Needed a change of direction just now to get rid of the defender. This is well played by the goal attack. Just needs to be finished off now with a goal. And she does. So some urgency from the Hummingbirds team. Is it a little too late though? That's 34-47. 13 goal difference. (47-34). That's now 35-47, so it's 12 goals the difference. So a timeout call here. There's a whistle to resume play. Change in the goal attack position. Malisha Kelly spoils that, and the Hummingbirds are coming again. Now the Orchids have to be careful here because they also were leading by, I think, 15 goals against the Sharps, and they ended up losing that game by 1 2 Sundays ago. So the Orchids are known this season for giving up large leads in the dying quarter, in the last quarter of the game. And you hear the coach Rashid Josephs asking the player to call a tactical timeout. It's now an 11-goal lead. It's 36-47. Exciting times here. Timeout being called by the St. Anne Orchids team. I'm not sure if it was given. No, it wasn't given, so play continues. Obstruction call against the center. A contact call against the goal defense here. Ball popped over to Simone Gordon, who scores. So it's now a 10-goal lead, 37-47, and you can hear the fans in the stands making noise as the game gets exciting. And another turnover here, so the lead could go down even further. As I said, this is familiar territory for the Orchids team. So it's 38-47. Defenders still trying to get their hands in. That's a zoom in on Vangelie Williams shouting instructions to her team. Captain Williams Williams, a former vice captain of the Sunshine Girls, would have retired after the 2019 World Cup. And this now is 39-47. 8 goals the difference, and a substitution being made by the Orchids team. A late contest there from Kelly. She's caught out of play. Let's see what the Orchids does with this possession. And just want to settle the nerves. It's 48-39. Still a wide enough cushion. Good pass over to the pocket. A contact call against Danielle Johnson. She's not liking the call. Umpire setting the penalty. Nice take from Konya Walker, sorry. Good hand in there from Teresa Beckford. So the Hummingbirds have stepped up a gear or two here. There seems to be an easy shot coming up. She misses it. I think there's a contact call though. Alright, so it's 40-49. Orchids keeping the scoreboard pressure on. I think the umpire missed a stepping call on the goalkeeper just now, and you can hear the reaction in the stands. The fan in the stands tells the tale. Nice take from Beckford. So and so it's now 41-49, exciting last quarter action. Maybe too late for the Hummingbirds team though, but at least they brought some respect into the scoreline. Vintage Vangelie Williams there, but out of court, throw in for the Hummingbirds team. So it's 42-58 goes the difference. Center pass to the Orchids team. Nice front position from Pinckney. Kelly caught on the back and she comes closer. Contact on the arm, she gets another chance and she scores. So it's now 42-51, just under 5 minutes to play in this encounter. Goal score 43 now, 51. Here comes a stop for the Hummingbirds team. They need to take it home if they can. It's vintage Khadija Williams. Another goal scored. 51-44, exciting times. getting close to the power play period. So it's 45 to 51, 6 goals the difference. Obstruction call. It sits on the rim, and that's the sound of the power play period. And guess who is sitting in the 2-point zone? It's Amanda Pinckney who scores a 2, and so that's 53 to 45. Definitely don't want the ball in Amanda's hand during this period, so she's going to make an attempt at 3 points. Nice rebound. Obstruction call against the goal defense. Contact against the shooter. The ball again is with Pinckney, and she makes an attempt, she misses. Rebound taken by Tafia Hunter, who mops up, and she scores. So it's 45 to 54. 45-54, 9 goals the difference. Amanda again with another 2-pointer. So it's now 45-56, 11 goals. Replay, look at Amanda going for that 2. All right, finally the obstruction call is caught. Obstruction call is caught by the umpire. That's a warning. So time going here, less than a minute to play, another 2-point effort. A lot of whistle, but it means that the clock is going out, is going down on the Hummingbirds team. Missed effort, throw in. I'm sure the Orchids will use as much time as possible from this play. They're going to milk the clock here. Too far from the line just now, and so position is given back to the and that's the end of the game. It was exciting for parts of that fourth quarter. Once it got to the power play period, it got a little frantic. And so the Orchids would have secured their first win of the season. This is their fourth game, and this is their first win for the season. St. Anne Orchids 56, and the Hummingbirds are on 45. The Orchids team will now jump to third on the table. That's Tafia Hunter. Look at highlights of today's action. There were moments in this game, and then there were moments. the Orchids team, the Hummingbirds team will look back and think of the second quarter when they allowed the score to get away from them, and then it was going to be hard to come back from that. And again, as I said before, both teams were desperate, and so it was going to be hard to fight back against the Orchids team today. Interestingly, that the Orchids are coming out with this big win without their main shooter, Sabrina Spence. So it speaks to the depth in quality from the Orchids team. And of course, it was Amanda Pinckney with the long-range effort that really blew the game open for the Orchids team initially. She sung some threes early on, and in that last quarter we saw some twos as well, just as the Hummingbirds were trying to come back close.
Brought to you by Red Stripe Flavors. Add a stripe of flavor.
Everybody, big up, yeah. Everything up. Strike to me swag, flavor in a cup. Yow, the thing mad, beer vibes they enough. Full of stripe and a general, yep. Fresh like melon, every girl walk up. As we reach on the scene, every sorry start bust. The man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Every sorry start bust. The man is a must, yeah. Big up and trust. Flavors in the rave and that's a plus. Anywhere we there, yeah. Anywhere we there, yeah. Add that stripe of flavor.
The Mercury is rising in the FIH Pro League. Argentina lead the men's standings with host the Netherlands hot on their heels.